Good evening and welcome to the national news broadcast on Channel I. And we're ready to bring you the top stories from home and around the world. I'm Natalia Virvardhana.
A very good evening to you indeed. I am Shehara Herat. Now let's first have a look at the headlines for tonight.
New crest gem of Ruanvali Mahasaya with the golden base was unveiled. School uniforms to be distributed by the beginning of the next school term. A statement from Minister Bandula Gunawardena over the beginning of a fresh media culture. National Environmental Program initiated across the country successfully. Tuition classes for GCE Ordinary Level Examination will be prohibited from midnight today. TNA leader R. Sambandhan said their support will be given to the government during necessary occasions while remaining in the opposition. 13 soldiers were killed when 2 helicopters collided in Mali.
Now moving on to the top story this evening, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa says that a suitable environment will be created in the country for all ethnicities to coexist as Sri Lankans. The President also pointed out that rather than criticizing, he would like to request the Tamil diaspora to be an active part of the development process of the country. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa made these remarks in his first international media interview with the renowned Indian journalist Nitin A. Gokhale.
Let's do two questions. One is, of course, the pattern of voting that happened in the elections, and you mentioned it very clearly that you would have liked Tamils and the Muslims to have voted for you. But now that you have been elected, you are also a president of the entire country. How do you take forward the reconciliation process with the minorities?
I believe the development is the answer.
Right.
For the last so many years, the Tamil political leaders and also the Sinhalese political leaders were talking about things that were, not practical, impossible to. So only to fool the people.
Right.
We should focus on what we can do. Give them everybody a good opportunity to live as a Sri Lankan in this country, to get education, live a better life, get a good job, and live in dignity. So that I will create that environment.
There is this, Western narrative about you especially, that you are an authoritarian or a racist Sinhalese leader, and then the Muslims have a lot to fear from your coming to power. How will you reassure the Muslims here?
I think it's the wrong perception that was created during the humanitarian operation, during this conflict period.
Right.
True that I was in the army for 20 years. I was fighting as an army officer of this terrorism.
Right.
Then I retired from the army and went abroad.
Yes.
I lived nearly 12 years in US.
Yes.
And then when I came back as the Secretary of Defense.
Right.
So, but then people recognized me only as the Secretary of Defense. They know only as a Secretary of Defense.
That's right.
Maybe because of that, they think, okay, this man is authoritarian, and I'm a disciplined person.
That
doesn't mean
that, of course, yeah.
that
You have nothing against a community.
I have not against, and I have proved in my action that I am not racist, or I don't work for only one section of the society. That is why I invited Tamils and Muslims, everybody to join me in developing the country,
right.
Bringing the country up, rather than just criticizing on. And I like even the Tamil diaspora to forget about these things. Nobody is benefited out of this. Nobody will. So we must work together to develop and help the people in the country, irrespective of their. And I'm sure if the minority community understand this, then only if they do certain things which will create suspicion in the minds of majority community, only that the majority community will react.
Right.
So they had to understand that everybody is a Sri Lankan citizen. If he is born in Sri Lanka, they have equal rights, everybody. But they should not do certain things. They have to understand the reality when there is it is however, how much. Society, move forward or advance. Even within the so-called advanced societies, these problems are there.
Of course, yeah, of course. There will always be differences between communities, and
yes.
That's all.
So that we have to understand that and live.
The new Christ gem with the golden base placed atop the historic Ruanvali Saya was unveiled today. The meritorious ceremony was held under the patronage of Mahasangha, and a large gathering of devotees were present on this occasion. The construction of the Ruanvali Saya was commenced on a Vesak full moon Poya day after King Dutugamunu unified the country. After Lord Buddha's Mahaparinibbana, his relics were enshrined in many countries. The two gods of relics that were enshrined in the village of Rama were destined to be enshrined in the historic Ruanvali Mahasaya. The Christ gem of the stupa, which was built in 140 BC by King Dutugamunu, was installed in 1939 after the renovations carried out in later days. Due to the discoloring and cracks appeared on the previous Christ gem, a new Christ gem was designed and crafted. The Christ gem has been crafted using a rock crystal material. The golden base has been built using 28 kilograms of gold and 5,320 gems, including natural blue and red gems. The meritorious ceremony to install the Christ gem with the golden base held yesterday. A floral tribute by air was also took place on this occasion. Mahasangha and thousands of devotees were present on this occasion. Subsequently, an almsgiving for 1,500 bhikkhus also took place after the event. Vishwaparami Foundation made all the relevant arrangements accordingly.
And now Minister Dalasalaha Peruma says that steps have been taken to provide school uniforms for all students by the beginning of the next school term. He stated that it is regrettable that steps have not been taken to provide relevant school uniforms for the next year. He also stated that the Ministry of Education should bear the complete responsibility for this failure. Ceylon Teachers Services Association stated that the previous government has failed to take necessary measures to provide the uniforms for students as the 2019 school term is set to conclude in 3 days. Meanwhile, issuing a statement, Education Minister Dalasalaha Peruma mentioned that the complete responsibility to distribute school uniforms will be taken up by him after notifying the Cabinet tomorrow. The statement further read that complaints have been lodged with the Presidential Investigation Commission, claiming that the government will have to bear an increased expenditure with the decision taken to issue vouchers instead of distributing uniforms for the students by the previous government. Accordingly, a decision has not been reached whether vouchers or uniform clothing material will be issued for the students in the coming years. The minister pointed out that it is regrettable that no decision has been made over the uniforms, even though a proposal has been presented to the previous cabinet to issue vouchers for the upcoming year in the price rates of the previous year. Meanwhile, the Education Ministry has informed that the third term of the government-approved private schools will be concluded on the 29th, and those schools will be reopened on the 2nd of January.
Minister of Information and Communication Technology Bandula Gunawardena says that a fresh media culture has begun under the incumbent president. He made these remarks while assuming duties in his ministerial post today. Minister Bandula Gunawardena assumed duties at the Ministry of Mass Media in Narahempita. Venerable Ale Gunavanshatayara said that they have been handed over a country which has been collapsed, thus they accept the challenge. He said that they will voice out and point out the rights and wrongs of the government. He requested the professionals in the field of mass media to lend their assistance to secure the country. He also stated that he will meditate and provide necessary privileges and certain benefits if the journalists have been deprived of them. Many public representatives, state officials and heads of media institutions were present on this occasion. Minister Bandula Gunawardena said that a fresh media culture has begun under the incumbent president. He said that the president and the prime minister and the ministers of the caretaker government will not interfere to engage in any negative behavior or act towards the media suppression and limit the freedom of media. He said that 8 days have been passed since the formation of the present government. However, he said that they have not visited a particular media institution yet. He requested media professionals in engaging constructive dialogues without any personal grudges. The minister said that the caretaker government expects to mediate in resolving issues related to media institutions and commit and assist for a responsible media culture within the freedom of the media professionals. He said that 7 institutions are under the ministry. The minister said that they are expected to resolve the issues and ensure the independence of media institutions after appointing respective heads for these institutions. He also added that they expect to ensure these media institutions, which are being functioned with the public tax funds, to render a justifiable service to the general public of the country.
බදුගෙවන මහජනතාවට සාධාරණ ඉෂ්ට වෙන ආකාරයට කටයුතු කරන්නට අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
Meanwhile, Minister Chamal Rajapaksa assumed his ministerial duties at the Ministry of Trade today. Subsequently, he engaged in cordial discussions with the employees of the ministry and Sathosa institution. Steps have been taken to further formalize the environmental cleaning and garbage collection under the National Environmental Programme initiated according to a concept of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Accordingly, the removal of the banners and cutouts installed on power distribution poles in Western Province was commenced today. The program has been initiated utilizing labourers under the guidance of the police, and the steps were also taken to revise the garbage collection times from residences in the Colombo municipal area. Accordingly, the time to collect garbage has been revised to 6:30 a.m. from the previously scheduled 7:30 a.m. Colombo Municipal Council indicated that the road cleaning works will be commenced at 5:30 a.m. Monitoring of the urban cleanliness will be carried out by the Police Environmental Division, while Colombo Municipal Council and other local government institutions will implement the program. A continuous program to clean the Ratnapura city and suburbs was initiated from yesterday. The program was initiated with the assistance of the Ratnapura police. Advisories were issued to pavement hawkers to remove from their current locations. The Southern Kalutara Coastal Line Cleaning Program was organized yesterday. The program set to be continuously sustained after ensuring the protection and the beautification of the coastal environmental region. An awareness program on sustaining the beauty and the cleanliness of the city was held in Vavuniya city. The program was organized by the Vavuniya police. The awareness program was carried out by visiting the railway station, public trade centres and other public areas. A city cleaning program was held in Badulla city under the supervision of Community Police Service of the Badulla Police. The program was initiated in many locations including Central Bus Stand with the participation of the police officers, employees of the Municipal Council and others. An environmental protection and city beautification program was initiated surrounding the Hatton city. The city cleaning project was jointly initiated by the police and Hatton Dikkoya Urban Council. Business community and others were present for the project. A city beautification program was initiated in Tissamaharama city with the participation of 11 state institutions this morning. The program was jointly initiated by the Maharama Police, Sri Lanka Navy, Sri Lanka Air Force, Central Cultural Fund, Divisional Secretariat Office, Civil Defence Corps and Road Development Authority in collaboration with other state institutions. The National Environmental Programme, initiated under the concept of the President, was held successfully in Mahabagi area in Wattala. The programme was headed by the Police Environmental Division in Mahabagi, Wattala. A city cleaning programme was commenced in Jaffna City today. The programme was held under the patronage of Jaffna Mayor Emmanuel Arnold with the supervision of the Police Environmental Protection Unit. Representing the Tamil National Alliance, the Jaffna Mayor said that he will commit to continue this programme successfully in the future while actively taking part in the programme. A high public participation was extended to the programme.
Now, Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna alleged that the previous government used the police and certain state officials to work in a biased manner in order to achieve their political objectives. Speaking at a media briefing, they stated that it is essential to take necessary legal action against those culprits. Parliamentarian Anura Priyadarshana Yapa stated that the FCID was directly involved in politics, which has created a severe condition in the country. He stated that IP Nishantha Silva has already left the country. He requested to conduct investigations on such incidents within a proper legal framework.
ක්‍රමයන් හැටියට තමයි මේ නිලධාරී ක්‍රියා කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා අපි ඉල්ලා හිටනවා වහාම නීත්‍යානුකූල පරීක්ෂණ කරලා මේ සම්බන්ධ නිලධාරීන් වෙනවා ඔවුන්ට ක්‍රියා කරන්න කියලා. මොකද අපිට අවශ්‍යයි සාධාරණ යුක්තිගරුක පොලිසියක්. ගෝඨාභය රාජපක්ෂ මැතිතුමා ජනාධිපති ලේකම් කාර්යාලයේ
Parliamentarian C.B. Ratnayaka stated that the president has drastically reduced his fleet of vehicles. He stated that security is essential for the country's leader. However, he stated that the former president Mahinda Rajapaksa handed over the government to the previous government with an economic growth of 6.8%. However, it has been handed over back to him with an economic growth of 2.9%.
මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ මැතිතුමාට ආර්ථික වර්ධන වේගය 6.8යි. හැබැයි අපි ආණ්ඩුව බාර ගන්නකොට ආර්ථික වර්ධන වේගය මොංගල් ඇමතුමාගේ 2.9යි. මුස්ලිම් ජනතාවට දමිළ ජනතාවට අපි කියන්නේ
Parliamentarian Lakshman Yapavewardhana requested the Tamil and Muslim communities to reject their extremist leaders and rally for the general election. He stated that the president has already serving both northern and eastern provinces. He stated that the relief package project as pledged has been initiated. He stated that the fertilizer will be given for free of charge. He also mentioned that former Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe as the leader of the UNP should remain as the opposition leader. And now a media briefing was held today by a group of university professors affiliated with the United National Party over the party leadership crisis. They have stated that the United National Party has given an intelligent vision towards the party leadership. They have stated that as a party members, they will have mental dilemma over the party leadership crisis. They also stated that the general election may occur at any time after the 17th of March, and therefore the party should consider on how to face the upcoming challenge. They have requested both the fractions to discuss and resolve the issue pertaining to the leadership. If not, the party will not have a future.
Leader of National Unity Front Azad Salih says that they will extend their support to the new government headed by incumbent President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. He made these remarks during a media briefing held today. Leader of National Unity Front Azad Salih said that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa invited all to join him for the development process of the country. He said that this is the first time that a president in the country is travelling with only 3 vehicles. However, he also should consider over his security as well. He said that they expect the president will take forward the country under his leadership, guidance and in accordance to the election manifesto. He said that they will extend their blessings to the president on this journey. He said that they will extend their support in the development process. Convener of Satya Gaveshakya Organisation, Attorney at Law Premanath C. Dolawatta, appeared before the Presidential Investigation Commission appointed to probe into the April 21st terrorist attack. According to the correspondent, he was appeared before the commission to provide a statement. After providing his statement, Attorney-at-Law Premanath Sitolawatta made these remarks to the media. Convener of Satya Gaveshakayo Organization, Attorney-at-Law Premanath Sitolawatta said that Islamic State organization is not a banned organization in the country. He said that a request was made to issue recommendations to declare the organization as a banned organization. He said that an investigation of the complaint lodged by them regarding a statement issued by the former governor Asad Sali is yet to be conducted. He said that he pointed out regarding this matter while delivering the statement. He also lodged a complaint with the Criminal Investigation Department over the frauds and corruptions occurred in the Ministry of Health while importing medicinal drugs. Attorney-at-Law Premanath Sitolawatta said that Mohammed Rofi is a renowned person alleged in the medicinal drugs mafia in the country. He said that a complaint has been made to prevent Dr. Rajitha Senaratne from leaving the country. He said that this person is attempting to flee the country. He said that the people will have to suffer if the responsible parties flee from the country. Another complaint was lodged with the Ministry of Defence by Director of Buddhist Centre, Venerable Angulugalle Jinanandathera, indicating that several officials of the Criminal Investigation Department are attempting to leave the country and requesting to take measures to avert the attempt.
And now the chairman of the Nava Sihala Ravya, Venerable Magal Kande Sudantathera, says that a statement is yet to be obtained from former Minister Rishad Badiuddin, even though many complaints have been lodged by them in numerous occasions. He made these remarks during a media briefing in Kalutara. Chairman of the Nava Sihala Ravya, Venerable Magal Kande Sudantathera, stated that the acting IGP is also bending the law. In a similar manner as IGP Pujit Jayasundara, he stated that they have lodged complaints to the Criminal Investigation Department and the police headquarters regarding the behavior of former Minister Rishad Badiuddin and his legal activities during several occasions. However, they have not obtained a single statement from the former minister, he added. The chairman of the Nava Sihala Ravya stated that former minister has attempted to create chaos within the country, claiming that the Muslim community is under threat after appointing President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. He also added that former minister has taken attempts to publicize this matter in the country as well as in the international arena. He questioned on how the former minister can still stay away freely without any action taken against him.
Senior journalist Mohan Samaranayaka has been appointed as the Director General of Presidential Media Division. He assumed office yesterday. With 4 decades of experience in the field of journalism, he entered the journalism profession as an assistant writer of the Davasa newspaper. Thereafter, he served as an assistant editor of Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation and held the position of news director of Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation for nearly 5 years. He later served as the head of the United Nations Information Centre in Colombo, and for a long time he served as the chairman of the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation. Senior journalist Mohan Samaranayaka also served as the president's spokesman.
And now all tuition classes, workshops and seminars related to the 2019 GCE Ordinary Level Examination will be prohibited from midnight today until December 12th, when exams come to an end. Commissioner General of Examination Department Sanat Pujitha stated that legal action will be taken against the violators of the relevant orders. The distribution and possession of model question papers related to the examination and publicizing such question papers through any form of media are also prohibited during the period. The public has been requested to notify such illegal acts to the hotline number of the Examination Department 1911. Such acts can also be reported to the 119 police hotline and also the telephone number of the police headquarters 0112 421111. Such incidents can also be notified to 0112-784208 and 0112-784537 telephone numbers of School Examination Organization and Results Branch.
Leader of Tamil National Alliance parliamentarian R. Sambandhan says that they will extend their support to the government in necessary circumstances for the benefit of the public as well as the country, while being in the opposition. He made these remarks during a media briefing held in Trincomalee.
We will continue to sit in the opposition benches. We will continue to be a part of the opposition. We will oppose the government whenever it has to be opposed. If the government needs to be supported or has to be supported in regard to matters which are beneficial to the country, beneficial to the people of the country, we will not hesitate to do so. Our decision will be based upon relevant facts in respect of each issue. There seems to be some views that are prevailing in regard to the position of Speaker of Parliament. At the moment we have a Speaker. When that question does arise and we know who the aspirants are, if we are called upon to vote, we will do the best of our ability, make the correct decision at that point of time.
Today marks the 83rd birth anniversary of late politician Lalit Athulat Mudali. A floral tribute was held at the statue of late politician Lalit Athulat Mudali, situated near Royal College, Colombo today. Former Minister late Lalit Athulat Mudali received his education from Royal College, Colombo and received his higher education from the University of Oxford. He was the first Sri Lankan and the second Asian to hold the chairmanship of the Oxford Union. He went on to read jurisprudence at Jesus College, Oxford from 1955 to 1958, then entered the Harvard Law School and graduated with an LLM. He started his career as a lecturer of Law College. He was the creator of the Mahapona Scholarship Scheme, revolutionizing the university education in Sri Lanka. The late Minister Athulat Mudali had held crucial ministerial portfolios. He was assassinated on the 23rd of April in 1993 in Kirulapana. Parliamentarian Ravi Karunayaka was present at the commemoration ceremony which was held.
Now on the weather situation. Northeast monsoon conditions are gradually establishing over the country and expected to fully establish over the country probably from tomorrow. Therefore, prevailing showery condition in the northern and eastern parts of the country is likely to enhance further, particularly by tomorrow morning, and cloudy skies can be expected over the island. Showers or thundershowers will occur at times in northern, eastern, north central and Uva provinces and Hambantota district. Showers or thundershowers will occur at several places elsewhere after 1 p.m. tomorrow. Heavy showers above 150 millimeters are likely at some places in northern, eastern, Uva and central provinces and in Polonnaruwa district. Fairly heavy showers about 100 millimeters are likely at some places in Sabaragamuwa and western provinces and in Anuradhapura and Hambantota districts. Wind speed can be increased up to 40 to 50 kilometers per hour at times in central hilly areas, northern, north central, northwestern and southern provinces and in Trincomalee district. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in western and Sabaragamuwa provinces during the morning. General public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers.
And now Speaker Karu Jayasuriya states that necessary parliamentary cooperation to legislate media guidelines will be made with the aim to conduct future elections in a more independent manner. The Speaker made these remarks while responding to a request made by the Chairman of the Election Commission, Mahinda Deshapriya, seeking the support of the Parliament to legislate media guidelines. A discussion was held in this regard when Chairman of the Election Commission, Mahinda Deshapriya, and members of the Commission met with Speaker Karu Jayasuriya yesterday to brief on the conduct of presidential elections. Another request was made to the Speaker seeking the support of the Parliament in passing the necessary regulations to conduct provincial council elections. Chairman of the Elections Commission, Mahinda Deshapriya, stated that new amendments to rectify shortcomings identified during the 2018 local government election are received to be introduced to the Local Government Election Act, and Speaker praised the Election Commission for the steps taken to conduct a free and fair presidential election. Chairman of the Election Commission, Mahinda Deshapriya, stated that parliamentary elections can be held in the last week of April or the first week of May 2020 if the President dissolves the Parliament after the 1st of March.
And now on the stock update. The all shares price index closed at 6,094.85 points, increased by 11.11 points, and the S&P SL20 index closed at 3,011.10 points, also increased by 7.15 points at the end of trading in the Colombo Stock Exchange today. Turnover was 633 million rupees. And here is a summary of market details of the Colombo Stock Exchange today. And now on sports news, the championship of the Under-20 men's division of the National Junior Ball Badminton was won by Middeniya team. The championship of the women's division of the tournament was won by Nikavaratia Mahasen team. The tournament was held at Wilfred Grounds in Homagama. 57 teams took part in the tournament, covering the entire country. The tournament was held under two age categories, under 16 and under 20 divisions.
And now with that, we conclude tonight's news live on Channel Live. Do join us tomorrow at the very same time.
Good night.